Beckham Jr. Despite that, Giants co-owner John Mara said Odell is not on the trading block, and the Giants GM said, quote, "You don't quit on talent." The New York Daily News also reported that Odell spoke to 2 Rams players and told them he wants to go to L.A. Shannon, how will this play out?
I believe Odell's time as a New York Giant is coming to an end. Now, I know the Giants have put a very high, very steep price tag if you want Odell Beckham. But this is not unprecedented, Skip. You remember, the Jets got 2 first-rounders for Keyshawn Johnson from Tampa Bay. Your team traded 2 first-rounders to get Joey Galloway. And I believe they gave up 2 first-rounders to get Roy Williams also.
Yep.
Now, the precedent now is Brandon Marshall. The Broncos got 2 first-rounders from Miami for Brandon Marshall, the wide receiver Brandon Marshall. There's still a Brandon Marshall, that's the linebacker. So this is not unprecedented. Now, I do not believe that he will they will get that, because teams, they value these draft picks, I believe, a bit too much now. But could I see him leaving for a first and a third? Absolutely. Skip, the guy is so immensely talented. Through his first 47 games, only 3 receivers have more TDs than Odell Beckham. Lance Allworth, Randy Moss, and Jerry Rice. Randy Moss is joining those previous 2 into the Pro Football Hall of Fame this year. That's how talented he is. But let me tell you what happened. And I know Dave Gettleman said, yes, you don't give up on talent.
Don't quit on it. Yep.
Minnesota did. The Raiders did.
Yep.
San Francisco did with T.O. So did Philadelphia. So did the Dallas. So at some point.
By the way, so did Dave Gettleman when it came to Josh Norman and Steve Smith.
Yeah.
He turned right around and quit on them when they weren't expecting it.
You noticed that, Skip? Oh, now all of a sudden you don't quit on talent. But at some point in time, it becomes a tolerance and production level. He's still giving you great production. But as John Mara says, I am tired of talking about Odell and his behavior off the field. At some point in time, I want it to be just about football. So with that being said, and this is what I've learned, when NFL teams tell you they're not doing something, they're doing exactly the opposite. They are. I believe they are shopping Odell Beckham.
So do I.
And I believe that they will get maybe a first and a third, or first and a fourth, and I believe Odell Beckham will be on his way. There's no question in my mind for a first and a third or first and a fourth. He's going to the Rams, because I believe they'll part with that 23rd pick, because the 23rd pick can't give you the production that this young man can.
Heck no. I believe Odell Beckham Jr. will wind up with the Hollywood Rams, and it may not be until the hour before this upcoming NFL draft, because I'm sure the Giants will try to hold on and to auction him off to the highest bidder, but there are lots of complications going on that weren't going on with the various Keyshawn deals and Joey Galloway deals. And that is that Odell has 1 year left on a contract, and he has said he wants not just top receiver money, he wants top quarterback money. So he is going to be a potential nightmare of a problem when it comes to his contract, as well as a potential nightmare problem off the field. And yet, he obviously wants to go to the Rams, who have 2 things to offer that nobody else can who might bid for him. Number one, they're in Hollywood. And Odell doesn't like L.A. He loves L.A. So he would love to play in L.A., and why wouldn't he want to play for something else the Rams have to offer that nobody can? They were the #1 scoring offense in football last year. They have a hot young quarterback and a hot young running back. They have a pretty good young possession receiver in that Cooper Kupp. He's pretty good.
Robert Woods.
Robert Woods. But they lost their Odell, Sammy Watkins, because Odell is a much better Sammy Watkins, right? So they have a glaring hole at the premier wideout spot, right? The deep threat spot. And on defense, it is clear they have gone all in to win a Super Bowl with Sue and Talib and Marcus Peters. And they hung on to Marcus Joyner. And all of a sudden, Wade Phillips has got, I don't know, it could be the best defense in pro football. You could have the best offense and the best defense. You are a team on the verge of winning it all with a coach who just turned 32 years of age, who is a think way outside the box offensive mind. Odell wouldn't love that. Because he's been in a pretty conservative system, right?
Very true.
So here you go. It's like perfect for Odell. So maybe he would be willing to come to grips with whatever the contract is. Maybe he would take a little less to be able to be a part of this in Hollywood?
Because here's the thing, Skip. This is what the Giants are going to have to ask themselves. Even if we give Odell the money, are we sure Odell will behave himself? What's going to make Odell happy?
Yep.
Because even after his second year, they had these issues with him. So is it really about money? What is it that's going to ultimately make Odell happy and get him to, that when we speak of this young man's name, it's only football related? Not the tantrums on the sideline, not the behavior on the field, not the video. I don't know what happened in the video. They said it was pizza. I don't know if Pizza Hut sending that kind of pizza out there, Jordan.
I mean, there was definitely pizza.
Yeah,
I think we can confirm there was pizza.
I heard you kind of get the munchies.
The alleged with the pizza.
Yeah, when the cookies skip, they kind of make you hungry. That's what I heard. I don't know, but what I heard. But anyway, so that's the question. Now, if you trade for Odell, now you understand he said that he wants this contract. So you have to understand what you're getting if you're not going to give him that. He's going to be a problem for you also if you don't give him the very reason he wants out of New York.
I got it. But if you are offering Hollywood and a ring, potentially, maybe he says, okay, I got it. Just give me this, and I'm going to be real happy in Hollywood.
But I don't know how, Skip, when you got Aaron Donald. 9-9 got to eat first.
Okay, well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe Odell would see that and say, okay, I'm going to go with the flow here because this is a really good flow.
Yeah.
He has become clearly more trouble than he is worth to the cornerstone organization, the foundation NFL organization is the New York Football Giants.
Right.
I think he would fit better with the Hollywood Rams than he would with the New York Giants.
Yeah, well, it's definitely a better situation, Skip. I believe at this juncture, Goff is a better quarterback than Eli. The offensive line is better. The running back situation is better. They have a better defense, so they'll get the ball back. He'll get more snaps on the field. So I believe he will be better served as just take it to the field. As a player, being with the Rams. Now, all this other stuff, obviously, Hollywood and all the talent agency is out here. And so if he wants to, obviously, clearly, he wants to be TV, he wants to be Hollywood. So he would be better served off the field also. But there's no doubt in my mind, on the field, with Goff, Gurley, that offensive line, the defense that's going to get him the ball back, he'd be better, way better served from a football perspective here.
So, obviously, Odell doesn't have veto power in his contract.
No, absolutely.
But he effectively does have veto power if, I'll just throw somebody out. The Ravens, let's say Ozzie and company come, we want Odell, and we'll give you, what if they say, we'll give you this year's first, next year's first? What if Odell says, I don't want to play for Baltimore. I just don't want to play. Well, then what? Isn't that enough veto power to scare away Ozzie?
And Cleveland, now Cleveland definitely have the ammunition to go get him.
Sure. All right.
Because they got 2 first-rounders. They got, 9 picks, probably like the first 5 rounds.
But if Odell says, I'll quit before I play in Cleveland, then what?
I think Odell wants the money. I know he wants to be, all things being equal, he would like to get the money in New York or L.A., but at the end of the day, Skip, I think the money is probably one of the determining factors, probably the determining factor.
I just think on leverage right now that the Rams have enough leverage because they have so much to offer Odell, and he's clearly already, we've got the reports through other players that he wants to be there.
Right.
Well, I would think that in the end, the Rams could just hold out and say, we'll give you the 23rd overall, we'll give you 23rd, and they hang on to that. And that's as far as they're going to go. Right. And then it gets to the 11th hour just before on draft night. And finally, the Giants say, okay, we'll take the 23rd, and you'll take our problem off our hand. Now, maybe they would throw in the end, like you said, a 3rd or a 4th, maybe more like a 4th. That'd still be a great deal for the Rams. But then you do have the headache of, can you pay him? Can you keep him happy?
Just know what you're getting, Skip.
Yeah.
Know what you're getting.
But look I love what the Rams are doing, because this is an all-in, go for broke, go for the throat mentality. Yeah. And it's the way you have to play the game in the National Football League, to me, because it is NFL, not for long. Yeah. I'm all for all in. Just go for it. Could they win it all next year with Odell? Yes.
You basically got 2 years before you have to blow it up.
Okay.
You have to do something with the quarterback.
Yeah.
So you got 2 more years with him.
What if you just have one? What if
you basically got one, because they'll pick up his 5th year option, because this will be his 3rd year. So next year, so you're good next year.
Yeah.
After that, Skip, what? So you got this year, next year.
Okay, but I'm just saying, let's say add Odell to the mix with Sue. And everything they already built last year. So they already made the playoffs last year. You don't think they could then make a move in the playoffs this year?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Could they win it all this coming year?
Yeah.
Yes, they could.
Yeah.
So if I'm the Rams, because these windows don't open very often, I'm just saying, damn the torpedoes. I don't care what. You can tell me all the downfalls, the pitfalls, the issues we could face. They shouldn't care. They should just go for broke, give up the 23rd overall and maybe a third or fourth.
But that superhero in Philadelphia might have to say something about that. Old Green Hornet up there, old Wentz.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a superhero.
Yeah, what happened to the superhero looked pretty human at the Rams, didn't he?
Threw a touchdown on a torn ACL and LCL.
Well,
he's going to have a statue right side the Rocky.
Wait, help me out here.
He's going to have a statue right side Rocky.
Wait, do superheroes tear their ACL and their MCL?
You're giving Carson Wentz a statue already?
They're going to give him, he's going to have a statue.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
You know Nick Foles was the one who
I
actually
think
won the
Carson
Super Bowl.
Wentz is actually going to have a statute of limitations. That's what he's going to have because it's going to be over.
You want that?
Yeah, statute of limitations. It's
All I know is I hear Howie Roseman heap praise. I hear his coach Doug Peterson heap praise.
They're trying to rebuild.
I know ownership and coach that do not heap praise on one quarterback. We're going to talk about them later.
Who?
We'll talk about it a little later.
I've got the one that's going to last though. Yeah, mine didn't have a torn ACL.
Are you sure?
Yeah, my backup didn't come up.
I'm listening to Stephen Jones. It doesn't sound like it.
My backup quarterback didn't come in and win the NFC Championship game and the Super Bowl in record fashion.
Your guy was the backup. That was your guy. Your guy was the backup. You didn't know that?
Who?
Dak.
He was the backup?
Yeah. That's how Tony Romo was quarterback.
Wait, you mean the guy who had the greatest rookie year of any quarterback ever? Ever. Show me a better one. Show me a better one. Huh? It's over.
You actually think I like delivering you bad news? You think I like that?
Well, I thought the Rams were the most exciting team in the league last year. So
well,
this
now.
Wow. This would be not an upgrade. It would be amazing if Odell came out here. But, you know, I mean, New York and LA, it's not like you're losing anything as far as star power, but LA has a completely different feel to it, and obviously this is an opportunity to win. So I say they seize it. Next up, Michael Jordan was ranked as the